Long before the maps of Africa were carved by European hands, deep in the rolling hills of what is now KwaZulu-Natal, a boy was born who would change the destiny of an entire region. His name was Shaka. Born in 1787, under a cloud of shame as the illegitimate child of Chief Senzangakona and Nandi, a woman of the Langini clan, Shaka's early life was marked by hardship, rejection, and humiliation. He was ridiculed by peers, cast aside by his father's people, and forced to live as an outsider. But adversity would become his fire. As he grew, so did his strength, intelligence, and unrelenting will. Shaka eventually joined the Mthethwa army under Chief Dingiswayo, where he honed his skills as a warrior and strategist. His rise through the ranks was swift and undeniable. After Dingiswayo's death, Shaka took command of the remnants of the Mthethwa and began uniting the scattered Zulu clans, not through diplomacy, but by conquest, fear, and discipline. Shaka revolutionized African warfare. He abandoned the traditional throwing spear and introduced the iklwa, a short stabbing spear forged for close combat. He trained his warriors relentlessly, turning boys into lethal soldiers who ran barefoot for miles and obeyed commands without question. His infamous bullhorn formation, where two flanks would encircle the enemy while the center held them in place, crushed countless opponents. Under Shaka's iron leadership, the Zulu kingdom expanded rapidly, swallowing smaller tribes and pushing others to migrate, sparking a chain reaction across southern Africa known as the Mfikane, the crushing, or scattering. It was a time of chaos and bloodshed, but also of transformation. Shaka's vision was clear: unity through strength, order through fear. His capital, Bulawayo, became the heart of the growing empire, where military regiments trained with unmatched discipline. The Zulu impis, his regiments, moved like shadows, swift and merciless. Enemies surrendered before the first spear was thrown, terrified by stories of Shaka's brutality and brilliance. Yet, beneath the legend was a man tormented by loss. When his mother, Nandi, died in 1827, Shaka plunged the kingdom into mourning, ordering no crops be planted and no milk be consumed. Thousands were executed for not grieving deeply enough. This marked a turning point. Many began to question his sanity. Fear turned inward. Loyalty frayed. In 1828, betrayed by those closest to him, Shaka was assassinated by his half-brothers Dingane and Mlangana. His reign ended in blood, just as it had begun. But his legacy, immense, complex, and unforgettable, remains. Shaka Zulu was not just a warrior. He was a visionary, a reformer, and a tyrant all at once. He reshaped southern Africa with blood and brilliance. And though he ruled for only a short time, the Zulu kingdom he forged would go on to resist colonial powers for decades. Shaka's name, even today, stirs both awe and fear. He was the storm before the empire, the flame before the fall, and the warrior whose shadow still stretches across the African soil.